don't know if the camera's picking this up, but the motorbike has got a puncture. So, bonjour. So, we now have to fix the puncture, one way or the other. I can see this is going to be a long day. No, he's got a shifting spanner.
Yeah.
The shifting spanner
It's not a proper.
It's not a proper one,
Yeah,
but you know what? It's gonna, if it's gonna get the job done, that's okay. Yeah, but tell me what. We need to talk to this guy today. Where's he going? He's taking a day off today.
Yeah. For the fire.
But then let's put the bike. Come in. Let's talk to him for 5 seconds. No, Nicola, don't go anywhere. Stay here.
In fact, he's going to visit his his daughter in town.
He's going to go and visit his daughter in town. Nice, man. Just ask him. You mentioned yesterday or the day before, you mentioned something very, very interesting. Because it got me thinking. He said, why did we bring worms all the way from Tulia to here when they're here already? And I want to find out if they are here, can we see where they are? Because I think it's earthworms, not these worms.
I said he has not yet found our worms, but
why has he not found it? Has he been digging in there? No, he shouldn't have.
No, he didn't dig. This is why he has not yet
seen them.
And he doesn't know.
Yeah, but the ones that he's talking about, are the ones he's talking about, are they like on their own, deep in the ground, or they all together like this?
There's fitan on the maisha meron meron ka din burusha samman de halala na ho bantan yan di mga tudi gananga ho They said it's the one in the ground and they lay the eggs there, they just do their own.
I want to know if they're gathering in groups like this or they're one by one. When you dig for them, do you find one over here or one over there, or do you find them all together in one place?
They just go on their own.
So it's an earthworm. It's an earthworm. But still, tell him I want to see where they are. When he comes back one day, he can take us and show us.
Yeah. Let's go away. Or you can bring us a sample.
Yeah, you can bring us a sample, but I wouldn't mind seeing where they come from. That's fine. Yeah. Thanks, Nicola. Jasmine's with the bike there. I'm just decided to take a walk. It's a couple of k's up the road here to the side. Through the mountains here. You can have a look, it's beautiful. But there's that ominous grey cloud sitting in the top there. I've got a raincoat. And I thought I'd rather just walk than sit and wait for motorbikes to be fixed. And thank you. Anyway, slowed the day down by a couple of hours. But it has forced me to go out and have a walk through the bamboo, which is also cool. Okay, we'll fix it. We'll fix the tyre, and then I've got to go into town. I'll have to change the tube on that bike, on that tyre, because just I don't like riding around on. He's fixing it with a. Yeah, he's making a plan. We'll get there. So I just want to get here and then get back into town, get it fixed properly, so that I might even have to buy a new tyre. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So a bit of an update. The worms are doing really, really well. Yeah. So I'm not going to dig around in there, but they've really settled in well. These 3 bays are now finished. They're just doing some cleanups here. We've got these boxes here which are going to become raised beds basically they're just these Chinese motorcycles or Indian motorcycles come here to Madagascar packed in these boxes. We get the boxes. They don't last, they probably last a season. But you can see they're held together with a metal strip. We just bang them, make them stronger. We paint them with some engine oil. And then those will become raised beds outside here, utilizing this compost here. And this guy's got a saw well done. And so we do a mixture of that. There's some topsoil, going to get some topsoil from somewhere. This is the sand that we've got here. So obviously we'll mix a bit of this sand in as well for drainage. And so this area here, this whole area here is going to become, we're going to be doing raised beds here in this very small area here. But it's good. It's a good place to start with. It's a good place to start showcasing what this product can do. Still haven't got water pressure yet for our pre-composting heaps. This is starting to really get under my skin, but I need to do it. If it's not one thing, like Monday is a public holiday now, so everybody's going to be on holiday on Monday. Yesterday everybody was a shopping day, and then it's a this day, and then it's a that day. So anyway, we're making a start. So the irrigation sprinkler system has been drilled already. That's nice, been drilled. So we just join that, and then we've got a nice cover on the top of these heaps to get them wet and night and down, sink them down. In here's some pre-composted already lychee leaf. We've got tons of that which we're going to add in here. So we'll be layering it all. But I need to activate this now. I want to get it going now. It's now the winter. Say the winter, it's the cooler months for this part of the world. So we'll be going June, July. It's the cold months. Yeah, I mean it's not the best time, but I want to start this now so that when we get to the hotter months, it's now ready. The guys are doing they're going to do a solar installation for us here. I bought this box from the other place on the west coast where we were living. So we'll have the solar panels. They're up on the roof now. He's running the cables. You can see he's running the cables here. He's making a platform up here to carry maximum of 6 200 amp hour truck batteries, so that we can start. We've got banana peels. We're going to have buckets and buckets and buckets of banana peels, and we're going to start extracting some pretty cool tea, utilizing this as well. There's still some life left in this compost here. This is all worm castings that we shipped in, and he's painting, and that gentleman over there is painting all the woodwork, all the wood structures. He's painting it with engine oil so that the termites leave us alone. It's Sunday. Sunday, and so we're taking a walk along this beach here. I think we're probably going to walk for about 2 hours tonight. It's just stinging sand, if you can imagine. The wind is blowing behind us. Hallelujah. Pathway. Now she goes straight into the cactuses. Darling. And on the other side, through the cactus plantation, it's a farming area. I'm Binani Bay. Saucha Bay. Saucha. Yeah. See, there was rice growing here, I think. So they're planting straight into the sand, babe. Directly into the sand. Yeah, you'll have a lot of sediment that's come in. If you have a look, the soil here, okay, look here. Okay, it's a lot darker and a lot more rich. Smells like soil, you know. But if you go up there towards the dune, where on the other side is the ocean, yeah, the sand there is. But I mean, this is very similar to what we've got at the domain. Salame. Come out of that little coastal forest and you've got this lake here. Coconut. Beautiful with a mountain backdrop. Salama. We're going to Ambinali Bay. Saucha Bay. There's fish here. Tilapia. Yeah. There's tilapia in here, babe. It's a fish farm. Yeah. Beautiful. Hey. Okay, no, I think this is the road here, yeah. Take this one. Let's take this one, yeah. Let's take this one here. Ambinani Bay. Definitely gonna walk into a toilet. Ah, there's the lake. So you just walk straight through somebody's village, through their gardens, and they really don't care. Check where all these cattle come to sleep here at night, babe. Look at this. All you do. She said, you know, I walk around looking at stuff. I look at cow shit and I get excited. Imagine what my wife was thinking. Okay? I'm seeing all this cow shit here. We're out on a Sunday walk and I'm talking about collecting cow shit. How romantic is that? In the wind. compost that came from Renobi. Okay, it's still got life. We checked it out yesterday. There's worms in here. There's stuff growing in here. Look at this. It's perfect. It's nice. It's fluffy. It's a little bit on the dry side, but that's okay for what we want to do. Okay, one of these weighs 400 grams. Okay, full. We've weighed it on the scale. So now I'm putting it into one of these bags, and this is a coffee bag. This is, you buy them in the market, and they basically for making bulk coffee. So I've already put one in there. I'm going to put 3 of these in here. That's going to give me 1. I might even go with 4. We're treating 30 liters of water. I'm actually going to put 4. Right. Okay. We've got a sock now full, and this is now going to go into our water. Let's go. Switch it off. Over here, we now have a water. We've checked the pH of this water. This water is perfect. This pH is sitting at about 6.5. It's perfect. It comes out of the river. I'm very, very confident that there's no chlorine or anything like that inside here. So that's it. So this sock will now go in here. This basically it's a tea bag. Sink that down to the bottom like that. Okay, and it will now saturate. Busy absorbing water. And we'll massage that a little bit into here and get it out and fill around with it. We've got to keep it moving. There'll be quite a bit of siltation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie off the end here of the sock so that we don't get. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter if you have lots of organic material floating around here because we're going to sieve it, put it through a sieve again. But that's just nice like that. We tie that then around here. All right. So come a little bit closer, Jasmine. So what we're making here, as you can see, we put our aerators in the bin. Here we've got this compost going in the bag here, and that's basically going to seep through the night. And yeah, we've got 2 pumps going at the moment. The plan is to have 4 or 5 pumps going at once. So yeah, this is what we're making. We're making aerated worm tea. Another puncture. Luckily we were in town this time when we got this puncture. Anyway, it's Monday, Pentecostal day. It's a public holiday. Everything seems opened in town, but it looks like the whole world is going to the beach today. So anyway, we're just fixing this and then we're going to go back to Eva. She's back on the coast there. So it's that time of the day again. I'm up here waiting for Jasmine. Living in Fort Defend is quite challenging in that yesterday was payday, and because it's a mining town, I can imagine that there was no money anywhere in any of the ATMs. So I got to get some money anyway. I've got to put a new back tire on here. We're riding 2 people up on this, and there's quite a bit of asphalt. I'm trying to, it's just difficult, eh? Anyway, I found a tread that I think might suit, so we're going to try and get a new tire on this. In the meantime, I'm carrying a full kit. I've got a compressor, spare front back tube, tie rod ends for taking the tire off, tie rods with tire irons, and then I've got a compressor, everything, and then tool kits and everything. That's how that's how we're operating now. We're running this company. 2 of us on this. We alternate. Sometimes we have to take out a tuk-tuk. Like today we're taking a tuk-tuk. The tuk-tuk will come up here. And Eva will meet up with a tuk-tuk. With communications, she'll come up here and meet the tuk-tuk, and then she can get mobile out there. But yeah, so that's how we're a bit challenged on logistics because of where we live, because we're living right here and working in those mountains over there. But we're getting the day done and we're getting the job done. So today's the day, Thursday, Friday something's happening on Friday, but you know what? Whatever happens. Yeah. It can only be good. So we got some new rubber for the back tire. That back tire is finished. That's finished. We're going to replace the back tire. Then I'm going to do a complete lavage wash And yeah, I'm unplugging everything here. This is going for a wash now, and tied it on properly. See, you're going to steal the bag. Alright, see, the front screen's on. And we're back in the tuk-tuk on our way to wherever today. Local transport. Yeah. Whoops, shadow. This is papaya. Don't know if you can see it properly. But yeah, that's papaya seedlings. Those are going into our garden down here. They'll be planted today. Meanwhile, over here, in these raised boxes, raised bed boxes, which we've basically recycled from a guy that sells motorcycles, the bikes actually come in these boxes. So they're made out of plywood. We've treated them a little bit on the outside for something, ants, whatever. But we're going to see if we can get some use out of them as raised beds. And we're planting now. So the mixture that we've put into these beds is we've taken one part of whatever's around here, which is the topsoil, which is basically sand, and we mixed that with one part of vermicompost. It seems to be holding its moisture well. We've checked the pHs on both soil mediums, both growing mediums, and we're at about 6.5, which I'm happy with. What Jasmine is doing here, we've planted obviously in rows like this. Jasmine is just watering gently with a knapsack sprayer just until we get germination. What people tend to do is they come in with this heavy watering cans and the big droplets, and we'll get there. But I just want to. The idea of planting in these beds, in these boxes, is to have as controlled environment as possible. So that's our plan with these boxes, and obviously there's 5 here, and we'll fill up this whole area up to here. Maybe even go a little bit further, and then we're going to put a fence around here to keep the chickens and the goats and everything out. But it's a big day because we're going to be growing vegetables using compost that comes from the other side of this island. That is a very big ant. Goodness gracious. Look at the size of this guy. He is the ant king. Now, I don't know what you want here in my kit. But as long as you're just on your own, that's okay. But if you come with a lot of you, then I think we'll have a problem. Look at the size of this guy. There's my cigarette lighter next to him. Look at him. He's a beast. Salame. Good. From here. Yeah. Okay. And then this one is for Zibu, Zibu. Oh, Sakafu. Saucha. And here, la. It's good, And here, nothing yet, Ah, you see, they're starting already. They're starting to make. These are all what we call clones. Starting to sprout already. It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks in the vermicast blends. These are just straight seeded transplants. This one, And that one. Okay, these have been later. And then all of this here. We can do with this team. With this team that's packing now, I reckon we can do maybe 2,000 trees a day at a push. Obviously, as our production increases, we want to try and set quite a high bar. I mean, we're talking. I'm talking about 2 million trees a year from the one unit. Now, it's all very well having 2 million trees. The most important thing is what percentage of those 2 million trees actually go out there, get planted and survive. That's the interesting part of this. Is this compost that we're making having any significance to the mortality of these trees that are planted? This is a question that we need to try and answer. Now, if I go and research it and have a look and see that, I mean, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, but see that the trials that have been done in other parts of the world, specifically in the Philippines, we're getting some really positive stuff coming back from the use of vermicast. I have absolutely no doubt that it'll play a significant role in terms of mortality rates after, post planting. So yeah, we're working on this, and it's great because we're in this area, we're supporting this community. It looks all nice and sweet on the outside. I'm sure that if we dig deeper into this, there's also issues in that, but it's fine. Right now we know that our product is going to be going up into these mountains, and it's going to be used to reforest areas that have been carbonized. And obviously there'll be a lot of that story in this story, but and we're seeing it already. I mean, today, just the way on our way here, it was just one bicycle after them. One guy had 10 bags of charcoal on the back of his bicycle coming down the hill. If we can get 90% of funding that's allocated to reforestation, if we can get that into the forest, then that's progress, in the beginning. Right now that's not getting up there, It's not getting. I don't know. You know what maybe I'm talking shit. Maybe the stats are better than I believe. But my research has told me otherwise. If we can get 90%, well, let's get 100%, and let's get what we can up there into these forests and these reforestation programs and show impact, man. I need to go and visit successful projects, reforestation projects, and then I can be qualified to talk about it, because at the moment I'm not qualified to talk about it. So we were asking what that area is over there, and it looks like there's a burial site there, which explains why the forest hasn't been touched, because it's taboo. But that just gives you a good indication as to what everything looked like on the side of this mountain at one point. It looked like that. Why don't they bury more people on the side of the mountains?